Hi, I'm Mary Kopczynski, the CEO of RegAlytics, with your update on this week's 22,350 regulatory alerts. The regulator of the week is everyone. I am honestly stunned because I expected a barrage of Congress members spouting off about this whole issue with the death of the UnitedHealthcare CEO. Maybe even oh, that's sad, our condolences, or oh, wow, this manhunt was a success for modern day police work, or hey, it's time for us to think more seriously about private equity in healthcare, or I don't know, 3D printed ghost guns, but nothing, silence, not a peep. And I find that really surprising. I even looked up manhunt, shooting, New York City, Altoona, ghost guns, not a peep at the federal or state level agencies. The topic of the week is ding, 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 artificial intelligence again. I do occasionally get over topics and move on, which is the case with AI, but there is a Fed's note this week that got me started. And so for those of you who don't know, a Fed's note is when a Federal Reserve economist writes a serious study on some form of economic policy. These are very nerdy academic papers. But the one that caught my eye was a paper that used generative AI models to understand FOMC monetary policy discussions. So the Federal Open Market Committee is the group of Fed officials that are given the sole authority of voting on whether to raise, lower, or maintain interest rates. The study evaluates 11 AI models using a data set of approximately 5,100 sentences from the FOMC minutes, and this is from 2010 onwards. The researcher picked 7 topics and had the AI models slot each sentence into one of these 7 topics. And they did check manually about 20% of the population just to make sure the categorizations were working. And then they mapped over time how frequently a topic appeared in the minutes and how much time, percentage-wise, it dominated. So for example, financial stability has hovered around 30 to 35% over this entire time consistently, whereas the labor market has been trending downwards in taking up less and less of the FOMC's time. But inflation has been in the 10 to 15% range until a spike in early 2018 where it went up to 30%, and then a drop in 2020 down to 5%, and then it's slowly increasing to be closer to 20% of the FOMC's time today. It also caught my eye that the CFTC has issued an advisory regarding the use of AI by registered entities in the CFTC regulated markets. And then also the Canadian Securities Administrators also issued a notice to clarify how securities legislation applies to the use of AI in capital markets in Canada. And this notice is for all of the different provincial regulators, and they have until March 31st, 2025 to comment. Also this week, MAS, the Monetary Authority of Singapore, has published recommendations on artificial intelligence model risk management following a review of banks' use of generative AI. And then Sweden's Finansinspektionen, I can't say it, their financial regulator, reported that while 84% of financial firms are using AI, only 41% have formal policies governing their AI development and use. I mean, is that enough to tell you AI regulation is still trending? It's trending insanely this year. And that's just 1 week, and I didn't even cover all of the regulatory changes on AI, so you'll have to get a subscription. Anyway, what else do you need to know this week? The CFPB has filed a complaint against Comerica Bank for violating consumer protection laws in its administration of the Direct Express Debit MasterCard program, which provides federal benefits to vulnerable populations. The complaint alleges that the bank has consistently provided inadequate customer service, resulting in long wait times and dropped calls, which hinders the cardholder's ability to get their funds or dispute fraudulent transactions. They're also accused of failing to honor stop payment requests, charging improper ATM fees, and providing misleading information regarding enrollment fraud. And that is it this week for RegAlytics. We have the global supply chain of the world's regulatory alerts in one very easy to use place. If you need any solution related to regulation, give us a call.